Hi guys, welcome to Wedding in a Pinch. You're probably thinking like, Ash, what are we doing today? We're going to make another Dollar Tree flower girl basket. Right here I have some cardboard that's covered with cardstock, the bamboo rings so they can hold it, and some nautical rope. And you know, the trusty glue gun and the glue stick. I'm using the Gorilla one because the Gorilla one is a little bit more stable for this craft. So what I'm doing is gluing my edges first, and I'm holding it while I'm tucking, making sure that there's no gaps and that everything lines up. And I am cutting because we don't need to go fully around, so I am cutting the rope just a tad. It might be a little thick and hard to cut. And then you glue it down. You want to make sure it stays glued. Please be careful, glue is hot. I know y'all be looking like, Ash, you don't have a problem. Not because Ash is used to a glue gun. Now, if you need a reasonable glue gun, but you don't want to spend the money, Walmart does carry them for about $7. Yes, $7 for a glue gun. And it's heat temp resistant. I think the highest it goes is like 200, which is good. All I'm doing is making half moons. And I'm making sure it's lined up. Do stop every now and then to clean up your fingers. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just cleaning up my fingers. Bam. And I'm just going to cut. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to drop it back down and wrap it around to give it a little bit more stability. And you can always go back and clean this up with some rubbing alcohol. Just want to hold that down a little bit. You are going to stick because it is glue. So make sure your fingers are okay. All I'm doing is pressing. And yes, my fingers are covered with glue. That's why it's not really bothering me a lot. Bam. And this is just the nautical rope, the bamboo rings. You can get cardboard for free, basically. If you order anything offline, you know you got those cardboards that you just go throw in the trash or recycle, depending on what state you live in. Sometimes recycling is mandatory. I know here in Michigan it's not mandatory, but most people do throw their boxes in the trash. I do recycle. Another Gorilla Glue stick. You have to make sure that everything is glued. So I am going to go back real quick and do a check. So I don't want nothing to fall over or be loose. Just like this side over here is kind of loose. So we're going to do a stick dot of glue. Hold it up. You want to make sure it's even. And don't worry guys, we're going to go back and cover up these handles. Right now we're just getting the rope to stay on. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just checking before I get too high, making sure that everything is good. I'm going to go clean my fingers in a few minutes. Don't worry. I'm going to just go loop it around. And I like making these small little baskets due to the fact that our flower girls' hands are not that big. So, they don't need that much to hold. So I'm just making a small one. Make sure you guys are checking with your venues to make sure that you guys can have real flowers. Don't believe me guys, you might see my fingers all up in this glue, but it is hot. I just got so much glue on my fingers right now that I cannot feel it. And that's another reason why I'm sticking. So I'm going to have to stop. Clean my little paws off. See, I'm going to stop and clean them off real quick. How's wedding planning going, guys? I hope everything's going good. I hope we're looking into our caterers right now. And when you're looking for your caterers, make sure they have a sample menu you guys can try. Make sure you read the contract, understand what you're getting. And make sure that your venue is okay with them coming in if they do have like a list that you have to go off of. But I know sometimes with catering they charge a little bit more. So you want to make sure that you're not giving yourself extra fees for no reason. And I like that link right there because it's nice and they can grab in. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, lift, hold, make sure I'm just checking for any loose edges. Then you want to go around with your scissors and cut up any loose string or fabric. All that I'm doing right now is just doing that one. I'm just pinching them down. Please take your time with this, you guys. Please make sure you guys are making sure everything is glued down properly, making sure everything looks neat. And what I'm going to do with this one is, see how I'm going to take it? I'm going to take it and wrap it around right here, just to give that a finished edge. And then I'm going to cut it, because I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to give it a finished edge. Again, guys, this is just cardboard that I'm using, the bamboo, and some nautical rope. That's all I'm using for this craft. Depending on how many flower girls you have, depends on how much you're going to be spending for it. So you always want to make sure you keep your numbers low. And make sure you guys are taking consideration that you guys do have to feed people. So the more people in your bridal party, the higher your guest list is going to be, okay? You guys can even use E6000 for this, if you have it. Now, when you work with E6000, please be in the vented room. Do not pass out. Do not get high, because E6000 is very powerful and it's very strong. Again, I'm just capping the end off. So I'm just gonna that's all I'm doing. Just capping it on. And guys, this is my first time making this type of craft, so bear with me. I'm looking for the glue. E6000 would be wonderful for this. Even any type of craft fabric glue would be good, because it is rope. I'm using hot glue for it to be quicker for the video. And then what I'm going to do with this little piece here is wrap my handle. So I'm going to put a dot here. Take my little piece of rope that I have left over and wrap. You guys probably going to need about 2 nautical ropes if you can find them. And the bamboo rings, I'm just getting in myself here in Michigan at my location. Remember, every location is different. Every store is different. So please check your stores. Please make sure you are being aware when shipment is coming in. And I'm just going to take this one, see where it goes. It goes there, so I'm just going to drop some glue right there. I'm just holding it. And I said 2 nautical ropes, and I do have a second one right here. So I am going to go in and glue a little bit. Glue. You guys can seal this up if you guys want. I'm just going to take it off camera for real quick so I can wrap it up real good for you guys. And then I'm going to put the other piece together, and then you have a nice simple Dollar Tree flower girl basket that didn't cost you no more than about $4. Tell your girl Ash is cheap. Cheaper than a dozen. Make sure you guys are getting rope that matches your colors. You guys can use clothing line rope. You guys can use craft rope. You guys can even use like the hardwood rope that you get for clothing line. I think that would be cute. So you want to match your colors and your theme. All thing I'm doing right now, guys, is wrapping the handle. If you see it, I'm just wrapping the handle. Just to give it some coverage. I did run out, but I have some more. I'm going to wrap the other one too, real quickly. See, that gives them some stuff to hold on to, and I'm just nice, secure. You guys like, Ashley, how's this a basket? It does not look like a basket. Oh, we about to make it a basket. We about to take this other loom and put it on there, but first we're gonna wrap it up, because once we get it on there, it's gonna be kind of hard. And you're probably like, what we're gonna do about this? Paint it, stain it, do whatever you want to this piece right here. You can paint it, stain it, whatever works for your wedding. Dot of glue, my nautical rope, and I'm just wrapping. I'm going to take her off camera for a minute. You guys can look at that piece. Please like and subscribe, you guys. I really, really, really appreciate if you guys will start subscribing. I am basically a broke budget bride myself. I'm just giving you guys some hope with y'all wedding, so you guys can know what you guys need to do or how to do it. And I love doing crafting, so it's a win-win. So you guys will need at least about 3 nautical ropes to be safe, or any type of rope you're using just to be safe. Because I'm about to run out a little bit of rope, but that's okay. Sorry about the noise you hear. That's just me pulling the rope through as fast as I can. As fast as I can. You want to make sure it's tucked on there. When I say tuck, you just push it at. I hope you guys like this craft. I hope it's something that you guys can use for your wedding. Please let this craft dry for at least 24 hours. So that way everything can be sealed, everything can be cohesive, and nothing is falling apart. Make sure you guys are checking your lines to make sure they're even. Make sure you guys are checking to make sure that you got all the stragglies. I'm coming to the end, so I just have enough. So this is 2 nautical ropes that I've used for this craft. I'm just going to hold it cut the tail. And when you get to the tail part, you want to make sure you put more glue and you're holding it. Now, I'm going to take this little piece and wrap it around here. I still got some glue hanging out, so I'm just going to use that. Hold it. I'd say, yeah, use E6000, guys, if you don't want to see the white stuff from the glue. You guys can use fabric glue or any type of adhesive. Now I'm just going to load the glue up. Right about here. Then I'm going to take it, line it up, and put it on my yarn. Now be careful. You want to make sure it's stable enough, and make sure you guys got it exactly on that yarn. So I'm going to stand mine up so I can see what I'm doing. Take you guys inside with me. And basically what you did was create a half circle flower girl basket. The little hands can fit in it. I'm just gluing, making sure everything's glued up, guys. That's what I said. Make sure this thing is sitting for at least 24 hours. Make sure you guys are checking the lines to make sure they're good. And then after the wedding, they can play with it, throw it. It is fabric, so it's going to squish a little bit. So take that in mind when you guys are giving it to the kids. And it's just a little cute flower basket. They can have both handles. Throw the flower petals. And if you guys want, you guys can add a few flowers, which I'm about to do. I'm just going to pluck it. Put a flower there. Mine's looking a bit more white because my hands are full of glue. I'm just going to put one flower. And what I'm going to do is take you guys off so you guys can see the finished product. Sorry for the shakiness. All done, guys. Flower girl basket. Pretty, pretty. All the sides. And all that jazz.